Hi everyone, welcome to US Immigration Help channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to file new version of Form I-485, which is application to register permanent resident or adjust status. If you are new to this channel, my name is Sliman and I make videos for a family-based immigration to simplify the immigration process and give you a confidence to go through your immigration journey by yourself. First of all, I am not an immigration attorney. I'm here to help you based on the information you have from USCIS website and also based on the instruction that comes with the Form I-485. So if you're ready, let's get started. If you found this video very helpful, please subscribe, share, hit notification bell, and give us a big like so YouTube can share the video with more people. So this is, as I mentioned, this is a new version of Form I-485, just released a couple days ago. If you want to know the version, go at the bottom of the pages. This right here, that's the edition. This one is January 20th, 2025. That's latest version. And also, if you go to USCIS website under the Form I-485, you will see the version which is January 20th, 2025. Starting April 3rd, 2025, we will accept only this version. So until then, you can also use the prior editions. Make sure after April 3rd, on April 3rd, file this version. Do not file the prior versions. Now, let's go back to our form. This form will expire on October 31st, 2027. This part right here is for USCIS use only. Do not touch it. And the bottom part right here is for an attorney if you use one. For us, we are going to go straight to start here. Type or print in black ink. You can do both. You can type and then when you print it, you can add if you miss something with the black ink. But my advice, never correct anything that's been already typed. So first thing you need right here is a number. I don't want to go to this note right here, but first a number. A number, how we get it? You will get it from your I-797 if you have one. Right here. Your A number, it will be right here. The beneficiary A number, it will be right here. So copy it and paste it right here. And then let's go to this note right here. You must read it. It is very important. Note to all applicants: if you are not completely fill out this application or fail to submit required documents listed in the instruction, USCIS Citizenship and Immigration Services may reject or deny your application. For all sections of this application, if you need to provide any additional information or are instructed to provide an explanation, use the space provided in Part 14, additional information. Now, let's go to Part 1, information about you, person applying for a lawful permanent resident. So it is clear about Part 1 is going to be about the beneficiary. Basically, the person got to the United States and then he's going to do adjustment of status. She or he is going to do adjustment of status. Question number 1, your current legal name. Do not provide a nickname. Family name or last name. In my case, it's Baker. Given name or first name is Hannah. Middle name, she does not have one. You can leave it blank or an A. Question number 2, other names you have used since birth, if applicable. Provide all other names you have ever used, including your family name at birth, other legal names, nickname, aliases, and assumed names. In my case, family name, I use only one since birth, which is family name, it's Baker, and given name, it's Hannah, and nominal name. A lot of people leave this one blank. If you never use any other names except this one right here at the top, they leave this one blank. But both works. It's up to you how you want to do it, but both works. Question number 3. Date of birth in the format month, day, and year. My example is January 1st, 1990. Have you ever used any other date of birth? In my case is no. If you answered yes, you must provide it in this box right here. But in my case, answered no. Now, let's go to question number 4. We're still talking about part 1, information about you, person applying for a lawful permanent resident. So question number 4. Do you have an alien registration number? In my case is yes. If you answered yes, provide your A number right here. How to get it? You can go to your I-797C or I-797 proof notice. You can find it right here. I'm going to show it to you. This is not for K visa, but I'm going to show you where you can find one. This is USCIS alien number. It's right here, just for learning purposes. Let's go back. Type it right here. Then we go to question number 5. Have you ever used or been assigned any other A number? In my case is no, but if you answered yes, you must enter it in this box right here. Question 6 is 6. She is a female. Question number 7. Place of birth. In my case, city or town of birth is Canefra. Country of birth is Morocco. Question number 8. Country of citizenship or nationality, it's Morocco. Question number 9. USCIS online account number. Just I'm going to give you this. If your receipt number start with I-O-E number, means you have USCIS online account. If you don't have a receipt number that starts with I-O-E number, means you do not have USCIS online account. So if you have one, just type it right here. If you don't have it, just leave it blank. And they give you an example right here. If one has been assigned, you can find it on a notice that USCIS might have sent you. Now, let's go to question number 10. Recent immigration history. If you last entered the United States using a passport or travel document, provide the following information. Passport or travel document number used at last arrival. My fiancé used a passport. That's a passport number. I'm going to give you an example right here. This is just for learning purposes. This is your passport number from your visa. This is your passport number right here. You get it from here. That's right here. Copy it. Just enter it right here. That's your passport number. Expiration date of this passport or travel document in the format month, day, and year. That one you have to get it from your passport. So in my example, the passport will expire on the January 1st, 2029. So country that issued this passport or travel document, in my case is Morocco. You will get this information from your passport. So non-immigrant visa number used during most recent arrival. So this is where you have to get this from your visa. So non-immigrant visa number used during most recent arrival, if any. If you go back to your passport and look up at your visa, this is your visa number right here. At the bottom right here. This is your visa number. Go back, type it, and type it right here. Date. Non-immigrant visa was issued in the format month, day, year. If you go back to your passport, is right here. This is the date issued right here. You go back to your form and type it right here. In my example, just is the February the 5th, 2025. So place and date for last arrival into the United States, city or town. My fiancé arrived in New York, JFK Airport. State is New York. date of last arrival is the February the 15th, 2025. So question number 11. When I last arrived in the United States, I was inspected at a port of entry and admitted as, just for example, they give you example right here, exchange visitor, visitor, temporary worker, student. But in my case, it's K visa fiancé. Does not let me add one right here with Adobe, but when I print it, I must add one right here, K1. So now let's go to question number 12. We are still talking about part 1, information about you, person applying for a lawful permanent resident. So question number 12. If you were issued a Form I-94 arrival departure record, provide information from your most recent Form I-94 below. Family name, it's Baker. Given name is Hannah. Form I-94 arrival departure record number. I don't know if you have one right here. I hope I have one. Yeah, yes I do. So this is your record number is right here. You copy it from here and type it right here. That's record number. Expiration date of authorized stay shown on the Form I-94 in the format month, day, and year, or type or print DS for duration of status. So right here, if you have one, like in my example right here, is right here. Admit until date is 10/10/2012. But for learning purposes, I put May the 15th, 2025. So immigration status on the Form I-94, for example, class of admission or paroled if paroled. In my example, it's K visa, but if you see right here, it's class of admission. For this one right here is B1 visa. But for learning purposes, I'm doing this for K visa, K1 visa. I'm going to add one with a black ink right here once I print it. Question number 13. Was your last arrival the first time you were physically present in the United States? In my case is yes. In my case, on my fiancé case, never been in the United States. That's the first time is yes. So question number 14. What is your current immigration status if it has changed since your last arrival? It is the same, so I left this one blank. Question number 15. Expiration date for current immigration status in the format month, day, year, or type or print DS for duration of status. Is same thing. Its expiration is going to be the May the 15th, 2025. Question number 16. Have you ever been issued an alien crewman visa? In my case is no. 17. Question number 17. Did you last arrive in the United States to join a vessel as a seaman or a crewman, or while serving in any capacity abroad, a vessel or aircraft? In my case is no. Now we're gonna go to question number 18, which is addresses. So current US physical address. In care of name is a full name, Baker Hannah. Street number and name is 100 Robert Run. City or town, Indianapolis. State, Indiana. And the zip code is 46254. The date you first resided at this address, that's for me, for my fiancé case, that's the date she arrived in the United States, is February the 15th, 2025. Is this your current mailing address? In my case is yes. If you answered no, you must provide the current mailing address right here. Now let's go to this question right here. Have you resided at your current address for at least 5 years? Excuse me. In my case is no. If you answered no, provide your prior addresses for the last 5 years. Use the space provided in part 14, which is additional information if necessary. So prior addresses, prior address, in care of name, Baker, I'm sorry, here, I missed it here, Baker Hannah. Street number and name is 100 Hay Masira. City or town is Kenifra. Province is Kenifra. Postal code 54,000. Country, it's Morocco. From birth to the date to moved to United States. So January the 1st, 1990, that's from, to the date she arrived to United States, which is February the 15th, 2025. This is, by the way, this is a foreign address because she never been in the United States. So as you can see, this one, since birth to the date she moved to the United States, is more than 5 years. So the rest of the most recent address outside the United States, provide the most recent address outside the United States where you lived for more than 1 year, if not already listed above. So it's already listed above right here. So I'm not going to add it right here. So because it's already listed above. So we are going to go to question number 19, Social Security Card. Has the Social Security Administration, SSA, ever officially issued a Social Security card to you? In many cases, no. If you answered yes, provide your US Social Security number right here. In my case, she does not have one, so I'm going to leave this one blank. Do you want the SSA to issue a Social Security card? In my case, yes. If you answered yes, you must also answer yes to the consent of disclosure below. You must give a disclosure for SSA to give you a Social Security. Consent for disclosure. I authorize disclosure of information from this application to SSA as required for the purpose of assigning me an SSN and issuing me a Social Security card. In many cases, yes. It's good to have this one checked because they will receive your trip to the Social Security office. Now, let's go to part 2. Now, we are changing part 2. Application type or filing category. Question number 1. Are you filing for adjustment of status with Executive Office for Immigration Review while in removal, exclusion, recessions, or deportation proceedings? In many cases, no. Question number 2. Receipt number of underlying petition. You can get it from here. It's WC 122, just an example. You can get it from here. In my example, you can get it from here. Receipt number right here, or you can get it from right here. This one is clear. Receipt number is right here, just for learning purposes. So, and priority date from underlying petition, if any. If you have priority date, you can add it right here. If you don't have it, just leave it blank. Some visa I-797 approved notice does not have a priority date. So if yours has one, just add it right here. In my case, does not have one. So I am filing this form I-485 as select only one box as principal applicant. If you check this box right here, principal applicant, you have to go straight to next question, which is family based. Question 3A, family based. Family based here, immediate relatives of a U.S. citizen. Form I-130, I-129F, or I-360. Select your specific category below. In my case, is a person. I'm going to check this box, which is a person admitted to the United States as a fiancé or child of fiancé of a U.S. citizen, K1, K2, non-immigrant. So if you select this one right here, we are going to go straight to the next question. So for the application type or filing category, we're done with that one because you select only one. So we're going to go to next question. We are done with part 2. So now we are going to go here. Question number 4. If you selected a family-based, employment-based, special immigrant, or diversity visa program, visa immigrant, category listed above in item numbers 3A to 3G as the basis for your application for adjustment of status, are you applying for adjustment based on INA section 245I? In my case is no. If you want to read this right here, I have it for you. Just read it very carefully and see if does apply for you. It's right here. Eligibility criteria. You may be eligible to receive a green card through Section 245I if you are the beneficiary of a qualified immigrant petition from I-130 or I-140 or application for labor certification filed on before April 30, 2001. You were physically present in the United States on December 21st, 2000 if you are the principal beneficiary, and the petition was filed between January 15, 1998 and April 30, 2001. So I'm not going to go through all this. Just read it and see if they apply for you. So in my case, it does not apply for me, so I answered no. So question number 5. Are you 21 years of age or older and applying for adjustment based on classification as a child under the provisions of the Child Status Protection Act? In my case, is no. If you wanna, they give you a note right here. For more information to determine if you are eligible under this Child Status Protection, see who might file Form I-485 section of this instruction. You can go to the instruction and see. So in my case, it does not apply for me. Now, part 3. Request for exemption for attending immigrants, affidavit of support under Section 213A of the INA. I am requesting an exemption from submitting an affidavit of support under Section 2013A of the INA Form I-64 or Form I-64 Easy because select one that apply for you. In my case, none of these apply for me, so I'm going to go straight to 1F. None of these exemptions apply to me, and I am not requesting an exemption as I am required to submit an affidavit of support under Section 2013A of the INA. So if this applies for you, just check the one that applies for me. In my case, 1F applies for me. Now let's go to part 4. Additional information about you. Question number 1. Have you ever applied for an immigrant visa to obtain permanent resident status at U.S. Embassy or U.S. Consulate abroad? In my case, no. That's the first time. If you answered yes, complete item number 2 to 4 below. So in my case, I answered no. So 2 to 4 will be left blank. So we're going to go to question number 5. Have you previously applied for a permanent residence while in the United States? In my case, is no. Question number 6. Have you ever held a lawful permanent residence status which was later rescinded under the INA Section 246? In my case, is no. Now we are going to employment and educational history. Question number 7. Provide all of your employment and educational history for the last 5 years as indicated in the instructions. Provide your current employment or school attended first. Include periods of self-employment, unemployment, or retirement for each period of unemployment or retirement. List source of financial support. If you have additional employment or educational history, use the space provided in Part 14 additional information. Employer or school, for me is school, and name of employer, company or school. This is a university in Morocco called Moulay Ismail University. Your occupation is student. So we start talking about Part 4, additional information about you. Address of employer, company or school. Street number and name is 100 Mill Road. City or town is Meknes. Province is Meknes. Postal code is 65,000. Country is Morocco. Date of employment, unemployment, retirement, or school attendance is from September 15, 2020 to I think here is 19 to July 30th, 2024. So if unemployed or retired, source of financial support. So in my case, she was a student. So question number 8, provide your most recent employer or school outside the United States if not already listed above. So mine is already listed above, so question number 8 will be left blank. So we are going to go part 5. Part 5 is information about your parents. Information about your parent. We're going to start by dad. Question number 1, parents. 1, legal name. Family name is Baker. Given name or first name is Ali. Middle name is N.A. This one you can leave it blank or put N.A. Excuse me. Question number 2, parents name at birth. If different than above, is the same as above. So this field right here will be left blank. Question number 3, date of birth is January 1st, 1960. We're still talking about part 5. Question number 4, country of birth is Morocco. Now let's go to information about parent 2. Question number 5, parents 2, legal name. Family name is Smith. Given name is Sarah. Middle name, she does not have one, is N.A. or can leave it blank. Question number 6, parents 2, names at birth if different than above. In my case is the same. So the question number 6 will be left blank. Date of birth is question number 7. Date of birth is January 1st, 1970. Question number 8. Country of birth is Morocco. So now let's go to part 6. Information about your marital history. So what is your current marital status? Married to me? Question number 2. If you are married, is your spouse a current member of the U.S. Armed Forces or U.S. Coast Guard? In my case is no. Question number 3. How many times have you been married, including your current marriage? Marriages abroad, annulled marriages, and marriages to the same person. In my case is 1. Information about your current marriage still, including if you are legally separated. Question number 4, current spouse legal name, which is going to be now me. Family name is Mauser. Given name is Sliman. Middle name, I don't have one. N.A. or blank, both works. Current spouse A number. Hopefully I have one for you right here to show to you. I hope I have my naturalization certificate. I hope I do. Where is naturalization certificates? I hope I have one right here. Yeah. If you are a U.S. citizen by choice, which is naturalization, you have your A number. It's right here. You can copy it right here. This is mine. I'm going to go ahead and put it right here. Current spouse A number. Question number 6. Current spouse date of birth is January 1st, 1980. Question number 7. Current spouse country of birth is Morocco. Question number 8. Current spouse current physical address is going to be the same as the address we provided for my fiance. Street number and name is 100 Robert Run. City or town, Indianapolis. State, Indiana. Zip code is 46254. And the country, of course, US. We're still talking about part 6, information about your marital history. Question number 9. Place of marriage to current spouse. City or town, Indianapolis. Just to be clear right here, once my fiance arrived to the United States, we have 90 days to get married. So we married on the March 14, 2025, and city or town is Indianapolis, state or province is Indiana, and the country is USA. And date of marriage to current spouse is March 14, 2025. Question number 10, is your current spouse applying with you? No, I'm a U.S. citizen by choice, so I'm not playing with her. Now, let's go to information about prior marriages, if any. So, this is done. She never been married before, so this part of question number 11, 12, 13, 15, and 16, and 17, 18 will be left blank. So, we are going to go straight to part 7, information about your children. So indicate, question number 1, indicate the total of all living children anywhere in the world including adult sons and daughters that you have. Note, the term children includes all biological or legally adopted children, as well as current stepchildren of any age, whether born in the United States or other countries, married or unmarried, living with you or elsewhere, and includes any missing children and those born to you outside of marriage. So you must include all children right here. In my case, we have 0 children, so I'm going to put 0 right here. So provide the following information for each of your children. If you have more than 2 children, use the space provided in part 14 additional information. So in my case 0, so children part will be left blank. So we are going to go straight to part 8, which is biographic information. Ethnicity. Question number 1, ethnicity, not Hispanic or Latino. Question number 2, race, white. Question number 3, the height is 5'2". Question number 4, weight, pounds, 160. Question number 5, eye color is black. Question 6 is hair color. In my case, is black. This is for my fiancé, which is my spouse now. Now, let's go to part 9. Part 9 is general eligibility and inadmissibility grounds. Choose the answer that you think is correct in part 9. If you answer yes to any question, or if you answer no but are unsure of your answer, provide an explanation of the events and circumstances in the space provided in part 14 additional information. Question number 1. Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society, or similar group in the United States or in any other location in the world? In my case, is no. If you answer yes, you must provide this information right here for organization 1, 2 to 4. I'm sorry, 2 to 6, 7, 8, 9 will be left blank if you answered no. But if you answered yes, you must provide the information from 2 to 9. So question number 10. Have you ever been denied admission to United States? In my case is no. Question number 11. Have you ever been denied a visa to United States? In my case is no. Question number 12. Have you ever worked in the United States without authorization? In my case is no. Question number 13. Have you ever violated the terms or conditions of your non-immigrant status? In my case is no. Question number 14. Are you presently or have you ever been in removal, exclusion, rescissions, or deportation proceedings, including expedited removal proceedings? In my case is no. Question number 15. Have you ever been issued a final order of exclusion, deportation, or removal? In my case is no. Question number 16. Have you ever had a prior final order of exclusion, deportation, or removal reinstated? In my case is no. Question number 17. Have you ever been granted voluntary departure by an immigration officer or a non-immigration judge but failed to depart within the allotted time? In my case is no. Question number 18. Have you ever applied for any kind of relief or protection from removal, exclusion, or deportation? In my case is no. Question number 19. Have you ever been a J non-immigrant exchange visitor who was subject to the 2-year foreign residence requirement? In my case is no. Question number 20. If you answered yes to the item number 19, have you complied with the foreign residence requirement? In my case, does not apply for me. I answered no to 19. Question number 21. If you answered yes to item number 19 and no to item number 20, have you been granted a waiver or has the Department of State issued a favorable waiver recommendation letter for you. Does not apply for me. So I answered no to the question number 19. Now we are going to criminal acts and violations. For item number 22 to 41, you must answer yes to any question that applies to you, even if your records were sealed or otherwise cleared, or even if anyone, including a judge, law enforcement officer, or attorney told you that you no longer have a record. You must also answer yes to the following question: whether the action of or offense occurred here in the United States or anywhere else in the world. If you answered yes to item number 22 to 41, use the space provided in part 14, which is additional information, to provide an explanation for each offense. If applicable, that includes a description of the criminal offense where the criminal offense occurred, when the criminal offense occurred, whether you were arrested, cited, charged, or detained for the criminal offense you committed. So basically right here, they're giving you clear instruction right here what to do if you answered yes to items number 22 to 41. So let's go to question number 22. Have you ever been arrested, cited, charged, or permitted to participate in a diversion program, including pre-trial diversion, deferred prosecution, deferred adjudication, or any withheld adjudication, or detained for any reason by any law enforcement official in any country, including but not limited to any U.S. immigration officials or any officials of the U.S. Armed Forces or U.S. Coast Guard, or by a similar official of a country other than the United States? In many cases, no. Question number 13. Have you ever committed a crime of any kind, even if you were not arrested, cited, charged with, or tried for that crime, or convicted? In many cases, no. Question number 14. Have you ever plead guilty to or been convicted of a crime or offense, even if the violation was subsequently expunged or sealed by a court, or if you were granted a pardon, amnesty, or rehabilitation decree, or other act of clemency? In many cases, no. So I'm not going to read all the question. It's going to take too long to finish this application. So I'm going to give just the answer yes or no. So question number 25, my answer is no. So question number 26, my answer is no. Question number 27, my answer is no. Question number 28, my answer is no. Question number 29, my answer, I did not answer question number 29 because I answered the item number 28 no, so it did not apply for me. So question number 30, my answer is no. Question number 32, my answer is no. Question number 33, my answer here: do you tend to engage in illegal gambling or any other form of commercialized vice, such as prostitution, bootlegging, or the sale of child pornography while in the United States? In my case, is no. I'm sorry, I didn't see the one. Question number 34. The answer is no. 35A, my answer is no. 35B, my answer is for 35B, I answered no to the item number 35A, so it does not apply for me. 36. Have you ever induced by force, fraud, or coercion, or otherwise been involved in the trafficking of another person for commercial sex act? In my case, is no. So read this note right here. It is very important about sex trafficking. Question number 37, my answer is no. Question number 38, my answer is no. Question number 39, my answer is no. Question number 40, my answer is I did not. This one does not apply for me because I answered no to the question number 39. So 41, question number 41, my answer is no. So we still now security and related questions. Do you tend to? Question 42A, my answer is no. Question 42B, my answer is no. Question 42C, my answer is no. Question 42D, which is engaged in any other unlawful activity, my answer is no. Have you ever? Question number 43A, received any weapons training, paramilitary training, or other military type training? In my case is no. 43B, my answer is no. 43C, my answer is no. 43D, my answer is no. 43E, my answer is no. 43A is no. 43F, my answer is no. 43J, my answer is no. 43H, my answer is no. 43I, my answer is no. 44, do you tend to engage in any of the activity listed in the part item 43B to 43A? My answer is no. Question number 45, do you tend to engage in any activity that could endanger the welfare, safety, or security of the United States? My answer is no. So same thing, if you answered yes to any of the question, you must give an explanation in part 14 additional information. So I'm sorry, I did not read all the questions because it's too long to read them, and this video is gonna be too long. So I'm trying to make it a little bit short. So this question right here will not be the same for everyone. So read them very carefully and see if they apply for you. We're still talking about part 9, general eligibility and inadmissibility ground. Question number 46 is no. My answer is no. Question number 47, my answer is no. Question number 48, my answer is no. Question number 49, my answer is no. Question number 50, my answer is no. Question 51, my answer is no. Question number 52, my answer is no. Question 53A, excuse me, which is a torture, my answer is no. 53B, genocide, my answer is no. 53C, killing or trying to kill any person, my answer is no. You already have a question right here. Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in any of the following? So you can answer this question right here. None of them apply for me. So 53D, intentionally and severely injuring or trying to injure any person. In my case is no. Question number 54, the answer is no for me. Question 55, the answer that apply for me is no. Now let's go to part 9. We're still talking about part 9, general eligibility and inadmissibility ground. Public charge. That is very, very important. As you know, public charge was introduced by Trump first term. So each alien who is a subject to public charge ground of inadmissibility in INA section 212A4 must complete item number 57 to 66. An alien is subject to the public charge ground of inadmissibility if the alien does not fall under one of these categories exempt from the public charge ground of inadmissibility listed below. If you fall under one of the exempt category listed below, please select the exempt category and skip item numbers 57 to 66. If you do not fall under one of the exempt category listed below, select I do not fall under any of the exempt categories listed above, and I will complete item number 57 to 66. So for me, none of these apply for me. I'm going to go straight to I do not fall under any of the exemption category listed above, and I will complete item number 57 to 66. Make sure you read this right here and see if they apply for me. For me, none of them apply for me, so I'm going to go straight to question number 67. If you need extra space to complete this section, use, of course, the additional page. Question number 57. What is the size of your household? In my case, it's 2, just me and my spouse. Indicate your annual household income is between $52,000 and $85,000. Question number 59. Identify the total value of your household asset. In my case, is between 136,000 and 321,000. Question number 60. Identify the total value of your household liability, including both secured and unsecured liabilities. In my case, it's between 10,000, 101 and 57,700. Question 61. What is the highest degree or grade of school you have completed? So in my case, for my spouse, is a bachelor degree. So question number 62. List your certification, licenses, skills obtained through work experience and educational certificate. In my case, just bachelor degree in life science. Question number 63. Have you ever received supplemental security income, temporary assistance for needy families, or state, tribal, territorial, or local cash benefit programs for income maintenance, often called a general assistance in the state context, but which also exists under other names? In my case, is no. Question number 64. Have you ever received a long-term institutionalization at the government expenses? I'm sorry, I can't even pronounce this one. My answer to this one is no. Now, let's go to question number 65. If you answer yes to item number 63, is yes, you must provide right here, but answer no, so this one will be left blank for the benefit. Same thing for question number 66. I answered yes to 64A, so this part right here will be left blank for institution names. So now let's go to illegal entries and other immigration violations. As I mentioned, I'm not going to read all the questions. I'm going to go ahead, just give you an answer in my case. Question number 67, my answer is no. Question number 68, my answer is no. Question number 69, which is have you ever lied about, concealed, or mispresented any information on an application or petition to obtain a visa, other documentation required for entry into United States, admission to United States, or any other kind of immigration benefit? In my case is no. Question number 70, have you ever falsely claimed to be a U.S. citizen in writing or any other way? In my case is no. 71, have you ever been a stowaway on a vessel or aircraft arriving in the United States? In my case is no. 72, have you ever knowingly encouraged, induced, assisted, abetted, or aided any alien to enter or to try to enter the United States illegally? In my case is no. That's called alien smuggling. Question number 73. Are you under a final order of civil penalty for violating INA section 274C for use of fraudulent documents? In my case is no. So removal and unlawful presence or illegal re-entry after previous immigration violation. Question number 74. Have you ever been excluded, deported, or removed from the United States, or have you ever departed the United States on your own after having been ordered, excluded, deported, or removed from the United States? In my case is no. Question number 75. Have you ever entered the United States without being inspected and admitted or paroled? In my case is no. We're still talking about part 9. Question number 76. I'm not going to read it, it's too long, so my answer is no. This question, as I mentioned, they are not the same for everyone. You must read them very carefully and see if they apply for you. So question number 77 is here. If you answered yes to item number 76, was a severe form of trafficking in person at least one central reason for your unlawful presence in the United States? In my case is no. So question number 78A, my answer is no. And question 78B, having been deported, excluded, or removed from the United States, and my answer is no. Now we're gonna go to miscellaneous conduct. Question number 79, do you plan to participate polygamy in the United States? If polygamy means like having multiple spouses. So my answer is no. Question number 80, my answer is no. Question number 81, my answer is no. Question number 82 is no. Question 83, have you ever renounced U.S. citizenship to avoid being taxed by the United States? My answer is no. Have you ever? Question number 48A, my answer is no. 48B, my answer is no. 48C, my answer is no. 85, my answer is no. And 86, if you answered yes to item 85, what was your nationality or immigration status immediately before you left? For example, U.S. citizen or national lawful permanent resident, non-immigrant, parolee, present without admission, or parole on any other status. So that one does not apply for me, so I answered no to the question 85. Now let's go to part 10, which is applicants' contact information, certification, and signature. Applicants' contact information. Provide your daytime telephone number, mobile telephone number, if any, and email address. Question number 1, applicant daytime telephone number is 317-111-2222. Same phone number, I'm using it for daytime and mobile telephone number. Question number 3, applicant email address is sb@gmail.com. So applicant certification and signature. First, I'm gonna date it. Please read this. Just I don't like to spend a lot of time reading this, but your job is to read this and make sure you understand why you are signing this for. So I'm gonna date it, date of signature. When I print it, I'm gonna assign it with a black ink. Do not put your full name or initial it. It must be signed with a black ink with hand. Now let's go to part 11, interpreters, contact information, certification, and signature. If you used one, you must provide this information right here for the interpreters. So I did not use any interpreter, so I filed this form by myself. Now let's go to part 12, which is contact information, certification, and signature of the person preparing this application if other than the applicant. You gotta remember, I prepared this form on behalf of my spouse with her consent. So I am the preparer. So prepares full name. Question number 1, prepares full name, it's me, which is Mauser. Prepares given name is Sliman. Prepares business or organization name, I don't have one, I can leave it blank or NA. Prepares contact information. Question number 3, prepares daytime telephone number is 317-111-3333. Same. Question number 4, mobile number, same as the daytime telephone number. Question number 5, same, we are using the same Gmail address, is sb@gmail.com. Prepares certification and signature. I certify under penalty of perjury that I prepared this application for the applicant at his or her own request and with express consent, and that all of the responses and information contained in and submitted with application are complete, true, and correct, and reflect only information provided by the applicant. The applicant reviewed the responses and information and informed me that he or she understands the response and information in or submitted with the application. So prepares, first I'm going to date it, date of signature is 3/15/2025, and then I'm going to sign it. How I'm going to do that? Once I print it, I'm going to sign it with a black ink. Do not initial it or put your full name. It must be signed with a black ink. So for part 13, do not touch it. It must be completed at interview. So here we're done with this form, and now let's go to supporting document. So the filing fee for I-485 is, for general filing, is $14.40. If you are under 14 years of age and submitting form I-485 concurrently with the form I-485 of one parent, is $9.50. So I'm not going to go through other filing category. So I already talked about general filing and this one right here. So the other ones, I'm not going to go through it. So now let's go to supporting document. I-485 supporting document. It will be different from case to case. This is, for example, if you entered the U.S. as a fiancé of U.S. citizen and you are adjusting status as K non-immigrant visa, you must submit evidence that you married your U.S. citizen petitioner within 90 days after admission to US. So you must, this is the checklist for a family preference immigrant. So just, I'm not going to read them, just you must include, documents that will work your case. So example, proof you have continuously maintained a lawful status since arriving in the United States, a copy of documentation showing your relationship to the principal applicant, such as marriage certificate, birth certificate, or adoption decree, a copy of the Form I-787 approval receipt notice, a copy of Form I-797 approval or receipt notice for the principal applicant. Just you gotta pick the one that apply for you. As I mentioned, it's gonna be different from person to person. Now, let's go to the last part of this video. It's where to file. Where to file will depend where you live in the United States. If you live in Texas, you must send it to USCIS Dallas Lock Box. And if you use Postal Service, you send it to this address right here. And if you use FedEx, UPS, and DHL deliveries, you send it to this address right here. Now, if you live in the States right here, you use USCIS Elgin Lock Box. And if you use US Postal Service, you send it to this address right here. And if you use FedEx, UPS, and DHL deliveries, you use this address right here. Now, if you use this, if you live in this address right, if you live in this state right here, use this address right here, USCIS Phoenix Lock Box. If you use Postal Service, use this address right here. If you use other deliveries, you use this address right here. If you live in this address right here, you use USCIS Chicago Lock Box. And if you use Postal Service, you use this address. And if you use FedEx, UPS, and DHL deliveries, you use this address right here. So this is the end of this video. I hope you like it. If you do, please subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. Thank you, and see you in the next video.